At the center of your being you have the answer. You know who you are and you know what you want. He who is contented is rich. The wicked leader is he who the people despise. The good leader is he who the people revere. The great leader is he who the people say, "We did it ourselves." To see things in the seed, that is genius. From wonder into wonder existence opens. One cannot reflect in streaming water. Only those who know internal peace can give it to others. When a nation is filled with strife, then do patriots flourish. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. Be the chief but never the lord. In the world there is nothing more submissive and weak than water. Yet for attacking that which is hard and strong nothing can surpass it. To know yet to think that one does not know is best. Not to know yet to think that one knows will lead to difficulty. The people are hungry, it is because those in authority eat up too much in taxes. A scholar who cherishes the love of comfort is not fit to be deemed a scholar. He who knows himself is enlightened. If you keep feeling a point that has been sharpened, the point cannot long preserve its sharpness. People in their handlings of affairs often feel when they are about to succeed. If one remains as careful at the end as he was at the beginning, there will be no failure. Govern a great nation as you would cook a small fish. Do not overdo it. It is better to do one's own duty, however defective it may be, than to follow the duty of another, however well one may perform it. He who does his duty as his own nature reveals it, never sins. How could man rejoice in victory and delight in the slaughter of men? All things in the world come from being, and being comes from non-being. The higher the sun ariseth, the less shadow doth he cast. Even so the greater is the goodness, the less doth it covet praise yet cannot avoid its rewards in honors. The words of truth are always paradoxical. He who talks more is sooner exhausted. I do not concern myself with gods and spirits either good or evil, nor do I serve any. Of all that is good, sublimity is supreme. Succeeding is the coming together of all that is beautiful. Furtherance is the agreement of all that is just. Perseverance is the foundation of all actions. Without stirring abroad, one can know the whole world. Without looking out of the window one can see the way of heaven. The further one goes the less one knows. There was something undifferentiated and yet complete, which existed before heaven and earth. Soundless and formless, it depends on nothing and does not change. It operates everywhere and is free from danger. It may be considered the mother of the universe. I do not know its name, I call it Tao. Violence, even well-intentioned, always rebounds upon oneself. Nature is not human-hearted. Ambition has one heel nailed in well, though she stretch her fingers to touch the heavens. All difficult things have their origin in that which is easy, and great things in that which is small. Sincere words are not fine, fine words are not sincere. Heaven is long-enduring, and earth continues long. The reason why heaven and earth are able to endure and continue thus long is because they do not live of, or for, themselves. If the great way perishes, there will morality and duty. When cleverness and knowledge arise, great lies will flourish. When relatives fall out with one another, there will be filial duty and love. When states are in confusion, there will be faithful servants. He who obtains has a little. He who scatters has much. Simulated disorder postulates perfect discipline. Simulated fear postulates courage. Simulated weakness postulates strength. The career of a sage is of two kinds. He is either honored by all in the world, like a flower waving its head, or else he disappears into the silent forest. Man takes his law from the earth takes its law from heaven, heaven takes its law from the Tao. The law of the Tao is its being what it is. Great indeed is the sublimity of the creative, to which all beings owe their beginning and which permeates all heaven. My share of the work may be limited, but the fact that it is work makes it precious. While they were saying among themselves it cannot be done, it was done. College isn't the place to go for ideas. As the eagle was killed by the arrow winged with his own feather, so the hand of the world is wounded by its own skill. It is not possible for civilization to flow backwards while there is youth in the world. Youth may be headstrong, but it will advance at allotted length. People do not like to think. If one thinks, one must reach conclusions. Conclusions are not always pleasant. Instead of comparing our lot with that of those who are more fortunate than we are, we should compare it with the lot of the great majority of our fellow men. It then appears that we are among the privileged. Strike against war, for without you no battles can be fought. Many people know so little about what is beyond their short range of experience. They look within themselves, and find nothing. Therefore they conclude that there is nothing outside themselves either. My share of the work may be limited, but the fact that it is work makes it precious. While they were saying among themselves it cannot be done, it was done. College isn't the place to go for ideas. As the eagle was killed by the arrow winged with his own feather, so the hand of the world is wounded by its own skill. It is not possible for civilization to flow backwards while there is youth in the world. Youth may be headstrong, but it will advance at allotted length. People do not like to think. If one thinks, one must reach conclusions. Conclusions are not always pleasant.